Hello guys, so I want to help for those who are low on currency and still want to one-shot bosses. So I try to make my one-shot build the lowest cost that we can. It's around 2 divine orbs, you can't get any lower than that. So I want to teach you how to build this. So how to approach this? When you see a build that you know it's expensive, try to look around on the unique items on it and try to build it with less, because in this case it's actually very possible. I know there is cases that don't, but with this you are using the Viper cap, and you can get a Viper cap that with 4 fewer enemies around you, and that's more than enough because the boss counts as 1, so you get the 5 and the skills on your passive 3 will work. So there is a lot of currency saved here. So the next important part is to have leaping ambush, but it's really far away of the tree, so you won't get it there. So you need a megalomaniac diamond, and in this case you can buy it for 1 orb of the moment. It's pretty good. It's only 350 exalted. But if they are not available, you can always put this onto your amulet with an ointment from the delirium stuff. The next jewel that is really important is the timeless jewel, the Vorana one, because this gives us a lot of energy shield from our strength. This is very important defense wise. Next up is the weapon. You need critical hit chance, critical damage bonus and attack skills on it. The DPS is secondary stuff. As you can see, it's like 500 DPS. It's pretty low, but this weapon with 100 exalt is still capable of one-shotting T3 bosses. On the amulet you want projectile skills bonus and crit damage. You will get a +2 one for very cheap actually, few exalted. And other stuff is life, energy shield, dexterity that helps your defense. On rings you want damage and resist, and one of them should have mana leech. That's very important. You won't get free attack, free res rings, that's way more expensive. But you can get a nice one with 2 attack and 2 resist. There is a lot of them, that's in a good price. You actually want 2 belts, because the first one is for bossing, the Darkness Enthroned. You get a glove one, and you can put damaging alignment runes in it, which will up your damage like a lot. And the next is a simple rare belt with resist and life. You don't have money for headhunter, so next up gloves. You can have high energy shield, critical damage bonus and resist, and it's perfect. On body armor, try to get one with high evasion rating and high energy shield and free resist. You don't need spirit. You can fight pretty good ones actually. On boots, have movement speed of course, the rest of resist that you need, and high energy shield. And you need a plague finger. You switch this at boss fights. It's really important because this gives you a lot of damage. Actually it gives you almost all the damage for the poison stuff. This is pretty important, so you should buy this at the beginning. You want a Garukan Resolve. This is the core of our build on the Plasma Blast, so it's like around 600-700 exalted. So now we are at around 2 divine orb cost, but if you have a little bit more you can put +1 Plasma Blast jewel in it. But if you don't have, then just buy blue jewels with maximum energy shield and critical damage bonus. These are the 2 is important. Try to find the highest one. You can see 5 exalted orbs. So the build is actually ready. We don't use any high cost super gems. There is a little additional cost with the skills, because you want level 20 skills like for 70, 80 exalted orbs and 5 slots into skills. So it's around 2.5 divine orb this build, and with this you can clear T3 Xesht, which is a pretty big thing, because if we were earlier in the season, farming Xesht is a pretty nice profitable stuff. I actually farmed everything from Xesht because of the breach rings, the catalyst, and a lot of times Xesht tops support gems and the diamond that is worth a lot of divine orbs. Now we are in the end of the season. Less player, it's hard to sell stuff, but still, for 2.5 divine orb, one-shotting bosses, and this is the level 82 area. As you know, if you go to level 80 mapping stuff, it's much faster, clearing the trash mobs. So I think this is one of the best builds in the game that you can build. The only annoying thing that I understand is you need to swap your glove and in this case your belt if you try to kill a boss with one shot. Okay, this is annoying, but I think for this price it's pretty worth it. So this is basically it. Please subscribe and leave a like on this video. That actually helps me to create more content for you guys. And see you in the next one. Stay tuned. Bye bye.
Simple enough.